All right. Come on inside, everybody. All right.
Good, good.
Boy, isn't the house, doesn't it look beautiful?
Oh, it does.
Well, you know, I can't
This is Paul Zerbel. He's the owner. And of course, you know these characters.
Oh, yeah.
It went right to here.
I remember that.
And then there was the double doors right here.
Okay. Yep.
And that,
This was Grandma and Grandpa's bedroom when I was a kid. Yep. Christmas tree always went over in the corner right there. Yep. Wow, this is beautiful, Paul. My goodness. You don't mind if we video, do you?
right. This is. Now, if you remember it.
And I remember this, and you remember Grandpa's chair set.
And there's another chair right here.
Yes.
Yeah. Very.
First year that I was there, about 66 mice.
Says he caught 66 mice in here in the first year they got here.
I went down there one morning, I heard one of my kids, and I don't know which one, broke it. And then, of course, nobody did it.
Oh, yeah. It's like, where it was.
They're talking about the beautiful door that used to be right
This is just a
here.
Menards door. That,
Remember that, Steve?
Oh, yeah, kind of. I don't remember real well, but I remember you could go out on the porch. Yeah. This was the parlor. This is where we went for Christmas, and the piano was in here, and special pillows that came from World War II that Uncle Pete brought back.
that used to be a full-size window, so that this room would get massively hot, I would think. I would think it would have gotten real hot.
I remember, they had the doors closed most of the time.
Yeah.
And this is a big, big sliding door here.
But the miracle is
This is Kathy Zerber, and she's the owner. And it's so fascinating to hear them talk about the way things were and what they've changed.
we would have never, we never. We have, I think, one bed upstairs.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Original bathtub.
Oh, you did come up, good.
Boy, I remember this, Mary Ann.
I gotta go down now.
Well, that'll be easy.
Of all you girls in the tub now?
You'll have people helping you. Yeah.
Get in, I'll take you.
Brother-in-law owned a dry cleaning store in Marshall, Iowa, and when he left it, he gave that to us.
Oh, the basin there?
That's original also.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that house I had in the country, remember that?
Oh, yeah. We had that in our house.
Yeah.
And I took
Yeah.
it out, I got $135 for it.
Oh, good, because it was all lead,
Was it
right?
antique?
Yeah.
That's pretty good, I'd say. Beautiful fixtures.
Oh, look at that. Clara says she remembers this room being bigger.
Yeah.
All the rooms are bigger till you get
No,
bigger.
this-
Oh, I thought it was just, he's on one table.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, they're gonna go up in the attic.
The
too.
steps are very steep.
Yeah, I don't think all the seniors will go up there.
What did she?
Clara said that
That is, that
Uncle
is a
Hank
little
and Aunt Minnie
shed of face
used to
like
be
this.
in this room. They came to live with Andrew and Anna when they were younger. That would be Arlene Wakeman's mom and dad.
And I used to sleep and freeze to death and I had so many covers on. Don't, that
So
can't
this
be
is
the
where
old
she
bed
used to
unless you
sleep
don't.
and freeze to death, so it was so cold up here.
Yeah, but this, you know, it wasn't old.
We slept, we had that big room. You and I and
This one here I slept in all. I know you might have. I mean, but when I came home alone, see, I came home alone from Madison to visit, yeah.
You slept in that room when you were little.
I didn't ever sleep here because, see,
well, you must have when you were growing up.
no, I didn't grow up here. When I was old enough, no, listen, when I was old enough, I was out working in Madison.
Not when you were 13, 14 years old.
I was still down at the farm, still there.
Okay.
Yeah, I still was down there. I don't know, we weren't in Sun Prairie then, and I know Ella was born in Sun Prairie. I think she was the only one born there.
Are you still going?
Well, they told me I was, but
Well, maybe you were, because you were next to Ella, right?
I was older than Ellen.
Yeah, but I mean,
But doesn't that mean then that if Grandpa Andrew was farming and you were living in the city, how could he be farming?
Well, Uncle Hank was farming.
Yeah,
He lived here with his dad.
yeah.
And Aunt Millie lived here. And they farmed until he decided he was gonna go to Standard Oil.
Uh-huh.
Who went to Standard Oil?
Uncle Hank.
Well, Arlene was born here, you know that.
Yes,
Yeah.
because I took care of her and she cried all the time. She remember Aunt Minnie had something about her milk that didn't agree with Arlene, and her rear end was so sore.
No,
Oh, yeah. Well, I remember because I took care of her.
Yeah.
She just cried and cried, poor thing.
Everybody has their little things that they remember.
I remember taking care of Warren.
Yeah, both of us did that.
Yeah.
Always used to give him a paper, wrapped up paper,
And Aunt Minnie would do my dinner pail for school, take me to school. Uncle Hank did. She had a glass jar about that big with peas. She said, you can treat the other children.
Oh my.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't remember that. I remember them when I took care of them down when they lived in Sun Prairie. I took care of them.
Oh.
Then Uncle Hank would, it was too late in the evening. Then he would take me to school way up to Happyville, and then she had a lunch for me.
I see.
And it was, like you said, it was more than anybody
She
could
was
eat.
so good-hearted.
Who was?
Aunt Minnie.
Aunt Minnie. Oh, I remember her a little bit from, especially not so much socially, but at church.
Yeah.
You know, on Sunday mornings and stuff.
Yeah.
She is special.
Well, I
Yeah.
can remember.
And she had a twin sister,
Yeah, Tilla.
Aunt Tilla.
Tilla
That was
Church.
You call her Tilla or Tilly?
Tilla.
Tilla. I call her.
And Fern was her daughter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Brother Fern.
Yeah. I see.
But poor Warren, he was born crippled.
But he died at Sun Prairie.
Yeah, because our mother was with him when he died. He loved Grandma Raven
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
because she sang Norwegian songs to him.
Oh, my.
Anytime you paid attention to him,
She just loved him. Yeah, well, that was a sad day.
Yeah.
And Leo Baki is the one that drove the car and took her in. And she just smiled, you know, but
she was happy there.
she had a roommate.
Yeah, and the girls, they had like what you had in the hospital, the what did you used to call this?
Nursing assistants?
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's- Well, they weren't called nursing assistants. They were, what were they called? Anyway, that's what they had there. And they used to, there was two of them, and then they were younger and they were good to her. Whenever she saw them, she smiled.
But that building is, on the north side, just had slit type windows in it. There were hardly any windows at all. I couldn't believe it.
I don't remember that. Well, one side maybe. I think towards the water, where Ella slept, there weren't any windows. Do you remember any windows there?
No,
No. Oh,
Gordon and I used to go and visit her all the time.
Yeah, I went there too one time, I remember. Yeah.
But
Well,
they
see, I
called
was
me
in
when
Waterloo at that
she
time.
died.
She died there?
Yeah, because she was in a private room then for a while. She got so thin.
Yeah, she got thin there. I think they watched what she ate, because Ma, she
She was very
just,
sick, that's why.
well,
She
yeah.
had
but-
seizures all the time.
Yeah, but she also, even from the beginning, you know, she was thinner than she was when she was home.
Were you coming up, Steve?
No, I'm not going to come up. I'm just getting a little view from here.
Fantastic.
This is good for Halloween time right here.
Well,
Lots of memories. That's what we
you wanted
said.
to see the
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, but nobody will see. We ended up selling it for actually.
I don't know if that is.
I don't know where
It
it
was
was.
left up there in the attic. It's the old, that's neat.
Is it upholstery? Oh, it's a,
No, I don't know if that
this was our living room. Yes, yes.
Well, I had a bassinet for that.
Throw that out, Paul.
This is what I'm saying, the closet is now a double wide, see? So that it's, so. Well, they came out of here, Don't care.
Some of the ladies think that it was not theirs, and Candy thinks that it was.
I recognize
Paul's
it.
being so gracious as to give it to them.
Don't fall over backwards.
No, it is. See all the cat poopy in there? That's what happened when we were playing with it. But I have, now this was my bedroom down here.
So
Grandpa
you,
Andrew.
Grandpa Andrew was in, that was his room right
He
there?
slept, yeah, and my mother that morning said, Carl, you better go up and check on him. He always gets up for breakfast. And when he got up here, he was unconscious.
Yeah?
So he called Uncle Hank and they carried him down.
How old was he?
I think he was 76 when he died. And
1935 or so. I remember
yeah,
on the
because
headstone.
Gordon and I had just been married, see. Yeah, he was came to the,
And what year did you guys get married?
1935.
Oh, see, then that's real, yeah.
And he came to the parsonage and to Madison to see me get married. He had a being on it.
Yeah.
And anyway, they carried him down, and my
Was
mother...
he still alive, do you think?
Yeah.
He had a pulse?
Yeah. He lived a few days. And then we had 2 private nurses. And my mother had just gotten a new bedroom set downstairs. She had got some money from Norway. And so she was happy about that because the nurse stayed there, overnight.
Was Grandma gone already?
Yeah, Grandma died in about 20 years. I was 10 years old. When she
What was her first name?
Anna. Yeah,
Both
that's
of my
right.
grandmas were Anna.
Uh-huh.
And so then we called the pastor, and Gordon and Clarence Severson went and got oxygen and put on him. And I heard him go, Anna, Anna. And of course, I thought he was calling me,
Right.
He was calling his wife.
Yeah.
He must have saw her in his...
I've just been reading about that. That happened.
Oh, it does.
Yep, yes it
The
does.
spirits are there to welcome you.
Wow.
Yeah. I remember it was so sad.
And of course we'll talk about this another time, but Grandpa is known for having one arm.
Yeah.
My great-grandpa, your grandpa,
Yeah.
for
And he
having...
built this house with one arm.
Well, he probably built it when he had 2 arms, because he certainly built it early,
What year was the house built in?
I don't know. I don't know if anybody knows that. Maybe Alfred would have known.
Yeah.
Alfred would have been.
Oh, I bet he would have.
He would have known so much.
Yeah.
Oh, he's here with us.
Yeah.
He's here.
Pastor said, let's have the program anyway. That's what Andrew would have wanted, because he loved the children.